Hey guys, Caleb's Cards here, coming at you with another World War II autographs video for you. I'm going to be covering 3 more autographs that I got from my friend Scott Masters from Crestwood Preparatory College in Toronto, Canada. And what we've been doing is when I write to World War II veterans or maybe some people who are in the military, or maybe help them find some addresses or ways to contact them, he's been trying to get some autographs of people he's interviewed, and these are some people that he got last year, maybe even the beginning of this year at the Sunnybrook retirement home. He interviewed several World War II veterans from there, as well as a few others that he met outside of the home, obviously. But he got me some of their signatures, so we're going to go ahead and read about them. He made a pretty cool bio about them and everything. Put some pictures together. So it's very cool of him to do that. So this first gentleman here is Jim Baze. And again, there is his signature down below. And he was born January 20th, 1918. So I don't know if he's still alive, but if he is 105 years old. He grew up in the Christie Pitts neighborhood in Toronto, where he attended Central Tech. Jim grew up against the backdrop of the Great Depression, so he and his friends made do, playing soccer and softball and helping their parents where they could. When the war came, Jim opted to join the Royal Canadian Air Force, and because of his technical background, he was chosen as a ground crew candidate and went into training in the BCATP. His training began in Belleville, and Jim hoped to go overseas to join the fight, a chance that did not present itself. Jim specialized in the instruments panels of the new generation World War II aircraft, a task he continued when he was stationed in Nova Scotia, where he spent the duration of the war servicing the planes that patrolled Canada's east coast during the Battle of the Atlantic. Jim also married during the war, having met a girl when he was stationed at Brantford, and the two of them would be together for 75 years. Wow. After the war, Jim made the Air Force a career, rising to the rank of Warrant Officer 1 and traveling the world. So, thank you for your service, Mr. Baze. Really cool. There's he and his wife. And he definitely does not look 105. Or even, maybe he was 104 at the time when that picture was taken, I'm not sure. Next up, we have Donald Taylor. So there he is in the middle. And his signature right there, a little bit shorter bio. He was born in Montreal, Quebec on September 8th, 1918, so he was almost 105. There were 3 siblings in the family. During the Great Depression, his parents did not lose their jobs, but they still did not have the money to pay for extras, such as college tuition. Before the war, Donald liked sports very much, especially hockey. As a junior, he played against the famous Canadian hockey player Maurice Richard. After the war began, Donald worked in the war industry for a while, and he later joined the Royal Canadian Air Force, where he completed his pilot training. Given the timing, Donald did not have the opportunity to be sent overseas. After the war, he moved to Toronto, Ontario, and he continues to live there, now at the Sunnybrook Veterans Wing, where we interviewed him in December 2019. So, very cool. So thank you for your service, Mr. Taylor. Very interesting to learn about you. Maurice Richard. I haven't heard of that hockey player, but maybe if there's some hockey fans out there, maybe you guys know who he's talking about there. I know a little bit more of the later years. Finally, we have Rene Cornelson. There he is. His World War II story is one we have not previously heard at Crestwood. Rene was born into a family of 13, and he grew up in Pruer, Holland, a nation that found itself occupied by Germany in 1940. Rene, like so many Dutch, chafed under the restrictions of occupation, and like many brave young Dutch citizens, he joined the resistance, doing what he could to disrupt the Nazi regime. When the Americans liberated his area, Rene made the decision to join the Royal Dutch Air Force, hoping to take the fight to Germany alongside the Allies. But they had a different agenda for Rene, and with the end of the European War on the way, Rene was dispatched to the Far East, and his training took place in Australia, as he and his crewmates learned the way around the B-25 Mitchell. They were sent to active duty in New Guinea, but the war with Japan ended quickly. Rene chose to stay in the Dutch East Indies Company to work in the colonial plantation system for a few years, eventually returning to his family in Holland, where he found the opportunities too limited. Having seen the world, Rene looked for a new place to settle, and memories of Canadians from the war led him to Toronto, where he built a life and family post-war. So, really cool. That is the first World War II autograph I have of somebody who was in the Dutch Resistance. I don't even know if I have anybody who was specifically in the Resistance of any nation. So it's really cool. So thank you for your service to these three great men. Obviously, if it weren't for people like them, who knows where we'd be today? Would I even be here? You never know. Had Germany or Japan succeeded. So really appreciate their service, and thank you so much to Scott for sending those autographs to me. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to these stories. If you ever want to check out their actual interview or some other interviews with other World War II veterans, I will leave a link down below to Scott's website, and you can view those on there, and you can also watch some future ones as well. So thank you again. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys all later.